run to.
Woo. Exactly.
Feel this empty space. So, Chandler, thank you for coming on my car chats. But we're on tour, so it's a bus chat. I'm going to play this song, and I want to see what you think.
Who produces?
Weatherman. Y'all, we are literally on this tour bus, and people like have to get on and off. But basically, we're talking about this project. He just heard 1-1.
That
yeah.
That 1-1 is crazy.
You like it?
That is fire. 1-1 + 2. Something's not you. Lost us, found you. This album.
It's the most fun I've had in a long time.
That's good.
Because I feel like I got to be like real about where I am, how I feel, what I'm going through, but also make super dope, like creative sounds, you know?
Me listening to it gives like, frees me, not like permission. Well, it gives me permission. It frees me to like dang, like explore like other parts of you, like, and hearing you in that freedom is sweet.
Yay! So I feel like I want to talk about two things. I feel like you, with your Feelings album, I feel like you took a risk similar to that, even if the sound wasn't like completely different. I think content-wise, you took a risk, like to say, "Hey, this is how I'm feeling. We in a pandemic. I don't feel good, and I need to create around that and put that out." Like, do you still stand by that? Do you regret it? Are there any regrets with even doing that?
I think I went into the album knowing I didn't want to like market it like this brand marketing scheme thing or whatever. So, but my only regret looking back is that almost that I didn't, because I'm realizing how like people are now slowly finding out about it. But then again, it kind of gives me this more like kind of what I want, like this secluded, like if you find it, you find it. If you don't, maybe you'll find it in 10 years, and hopefully it still has the same effect. So hearing you do this is giving me way more like freedom to like, yo, just do the things. Like I remember I used to be like in my studio like as a young kid and like be exploring all type of sounds, all type of different voices, all type of different styles. And I feel like that again, like your music making me feel like, dang, like get back into like the spaces of like hidden things inside of you. So
what has it been like to have to make a decision to let a friend go?
Yeah.
Knowing that you were about to lose a person.
1-1.
Yeah. Like
don't always equal 2. You gotta win 1. Come on, you trying to win both, you gotta win 1.
Right. For me in this song, winning 1 was winning me.
Yes.
Like understanding who I am, what I need, and all of that, and maybe losing the two of us.
For sure.
You know, I lost us, but I found me. You know, I found you. It was me talking to myself, but like, what has that been like for you? Chan, I know you've like going through this.
In this journey, I think journey of when you're maturation. I think relationships are either one or at least top 2 things that are always evolving and a part of your evolution, a part of your journey.
Yeah.
And it's always, I feel like you have 1 or 2 things. It's like you have one space where you have friends. Like I have lots of friends I grew up with, who knew me, who watched me grow up, and who knew a certain version of me or something. And then you have that space. Then you have another space of people who you are meeting in your evolution.
Yeah.
So like, I could be one way 3 months ago, and after this tour, my whole outlook on life is going to change. You know what I'm saying? So you got that space of juggling those who you respect and who once knew you, and then those who you're meeting while you're growing. And you always have to reevaluate boundaries. You got to like every new season of influence, every new season of evolution, you're relearning everything. Yeah. So I think the hardest thing for me, because I'm a people pleaser, but I'm also loyal, and I try to be, I don't like making people feel bad. I don't Like, you know what I'm saying? So the hardest thing for me is during that evolution, during those relearning processes, bringing the person on the journey with me. Because I'm not that good of a communicator, first of all. So like, if I'm going through a relearning process of like, what does this relationship mean now? Yeah. Communicating that like, hey, I know we were here, like, and if you start feeling some type of way, let's talk through it. Yeah, let's figure it out. I'm not the best at that. Yeah. I'm like, let's figure it out separately. Like, if you feel...
No, I love that though. Can I say this though, as your friend, right? Because I don't feel like we're just bandmates. I feel like we're actually family and friends, right?
For sure.
I think what I've learned about you is that you don't really like to have like the difficult, super difficult conversations. But I feel like when you need to, you will. Yeah. That's when I think when you trust the person, you will. Because there have been times I've seen like you be like, check out. Like, you will literally walk away if we're having like a weird conversation and there's a bunch of people. Chandler will be like, he'll be here and he'll be like, no, and just walk away. But then I've also seen moments where I've been like, Chan, difficult conversation, and you be like, all right, difficult conversation. Like, you'll talk back.
Actually,
and I think you require, and I think people in your position require a certain type of people.
For sure.
That can deal with the moments where you need space. They understand you and go, oh, he needs space to process that, or that's difficult. And I think you're actually really good at letting people know that you love them and want to be with them. Because we'll get texts like, hey, you guys want to like ride the bus and blah, blah. And I know that's you being like, hey, I love you. I like to be with you. Even if you can't be with us or be around us all the time. And maybe I understand it because I'm a similar way. I'm just learning, like, I don't want friends that are super needy.
And or sensitive.
Like,
yeah, like, I feel like what makes us able to like really work is I know you're not like, if I say something, you ain't gonna take it and internalize it and think 1,000 things about life. Right. You're gonna take it as what it is, like in the moment, in context. And I feel like what makes it hard for me in a lot of relationships is people. I feel like I'm walking around. People have these conceptions about me, and I'm always fighting against what I think you think about me. And you may be sensitive if I say it this way, but I really mean it like how I meant it, not how you thought it. Like, so it's
a lie.
And that can make it. When that happens, I get annoyed because then I'm going to waste my time reassuring you about our friendship that I felt was already stable. Right. So now I got to go back to 3 years ago where you think I still am, when it's like, no, we've walked through this year. We walked through, like, we're fine. Like, why are you overthinking it? Like, we've talked about, like, what's really up?
I think some of it is people are very insecure and not always willing to let somebody's, I guess, the 80 speak for the person. I feel like there's an 80-20. Yeah, so like with somebody like you, somebody like me, it's like, I'm not gonna call you every day. I can't do that. I don't think, and there are some people in my life that I think are more insecure, but that I'm already invested in, and we really are friends. And I don't mind putting in the time to remind them that we're still friends. Because that just means like we would just toss away all the insecure people. For sure. But I've been doing a lot of research on like attachment styles. And I found that so many people are very insecure and just anxious and or avoidant. You know, it's like, hey, let me get out of here. And I've learned, like, I don't want my relationships to be like that. And the ones that I know, like, if I know you're an avoidant person, but I know where we stand, then I accept you as that. But I also will challenge you, and sometimes like, hey, you can't avoid this one. You know, but I'm gonna choose my battles. I'm not gonna battle every time like, Chandler, do you want chips or Doritos? Like, I don't have to. You don't have to answer every single question or be there. I don't know. I think
that's too much.
Relationships are very capacity based. So like, if I waste all of your capacity, like,
no, that's
fighting
true.
Against every.
Think about it. I ain't gonna have nothing left to give you.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have anything left, like, because all of it was spent. And I feel like I have sometimes like been that person on the opposite. Like, when people come to me, I waste all my capacity trying to prove something to you. And then by the end of me proving it to you, I done unconvinced myself or whatever I proved to you.
It's like, wait, who am I?
Well, what did I?
Why am I here?
And I think I have to like do better and just like, hey, you're feeling this way. Let me just address what it is instead of like conjuring
doing
up.
The dance,
you know what I'm saying? That's capacity. Like, I'm wasting energy.
I think I think that I have more patience for people that I'm not that close to than people that I am super close to.
No, but that makes sense.
Wait.
I think that makes sense
because she expects the people close to her to be able to understand.
Right.
Like, I don't have the capacity for this.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's always. I don't know if I always feel good about it because the people that are super close, sometimes they need parts of my capacity that have already been used up by people that weren't as
for sure
that you can't give.
For sure.
So maybe that's where I could change because I'm always in these situations. I'm always trying to look at Nate, how can you be better?
Yeah.
How can you grow?
Yeah.
You know, and maybe like what you were just saying, like maybe I don't give all of my capacity because I will pastor the heck out of people that I'm not that close to. And okay, I understand. Tell me how you feel. But like Jermaine called me and I'll be like, what is it? Get to it. You don't get to the point. That's not right.
It's not. But you have a deeper relationship with the people that are closer to you than somebody that's gonna walk up at a Q&A and be like, hey, I'm going through this. You can send them off with a sweet prayer and that's that. But when you get home, you know what the life is. Yeah. So it's going to be harder for you to view that person in that same light because you're like, no, you doing this. How you going to do this? But you don't want to. Yeah, like, I know you. You ain't going to pray. Like, it's
you ain't prayed again.
It's a lot of energy. One.
Lost.
Don't always equal to.
Yeah, listen.
Lost us, found me.
It don't. It don't.
But can I say this? I feel like finding myself, like, this is going to sound bad. I feel like I was the prize out of this whole season.
No, but you should always be the prize.
I'm the treat. I'm the snack. Vending machine me.
Vending me? Because I spent so much of my time, like, not so confused about what I really liked, what I really wanted, who I really was, like really confused, but conforming to what everybody else needed. And now that I know who I am, it's not because I just wanted me. Now that I know who I am, I'm able to make decisions differently. I'm able to show up in rooms differently. My confidence is on a different level because I'm okay and I'm secure in myself. And it's not that I didn't. It's not that I didn't have me. I just wasn't sure. You know. And now that I'm sure, I feel like I can show up. I can be a better friend. I can be a better mom. I can be a lot of things. Even a better artist because I'm not going out on that stage every night like, are they gonna like me? It's like, hello, they already bought tickets. Hello,
like you. Like,
assume they like you and just be yourself and sing unto the Lord, you know. And even how I show up with the Lord, I don't fear hell and death the way I used to because I'm sure that God loves me. I've worked through a lot of that stuff and He's proven it to me. Even when I found out and uncovered some yucky stuff about me. And I'm like, oh man, you really still chose me and love me? I'm looking on the inside like, oh, this is terrible.
I can't love anyone unless I love myself first. I can't respect anyone else unless I respect myself. You can't do any outward expression unless you know how to do it for yourself. So you are the prize. You can't honor anybody else unless you honor yourself. It made me think of my granddad. He used to always, it was this weird analogy. It was like, sometimes you got to cut the finger off to save the hand.
Yes.
And it's so true. Like those old slogans that like my grandmother and my aunt, my mom would always say, it's like, it's factual. When you elevate in life, everyone isn't going to go with you.
One thing I do love about us is that we can be friends. We don't look up to each other, but we still honor the gift on each other's lives. So that if you needed to step into, there was something you said during rehearsal one day, you were like, yo, like we have to recognize what this is. We are here to die to ourselves. So if that means I got to do this move right here or whatever to honor Kirk or die to Matt, whatever that is, then we're going to do it. And in that moment, I received what you said. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Chan is speaking from his authority and who he is in Christ, and I honor that. You know, there was yesterday I was like, okay, like H, like you're a leader, like I'm like, and I'm gonna be who I am, and I feel like you honor that. There are moments where we're on stage and we know we're operating in our gift and our calling, and I'm gonna respect and honor it. I'm not looking at you like, oh, that's Jan, that's just H, no, I respect and honor you for who you are, and I honestly do feel honored with you guys. Like I always feel respected, but I also feel like I don't have to have it together. I don't have to be good. I can be mad and be like, I'm upset and I'm sad, you know, and tell you what I'm struggling with, and when the time is right, if I have to offer something that you'll receive it, you know.
Yep.
So just to have that sounding board, to be able to be with people that are like, hey, you're doing a great job, but maybe try it this way. Like, that's not. I think this is actually rare.
Yeah, it works.
But I think that also comes from having friendship. Like I told you, I receive stuff from Nay a different way because I know that it's coming from love.
A good place.
Like, and I think if you don't have that foundation of friendship or love or whatever that is, then it's hard to receive correction from people where you don't know where that's
like
coming
where it's
from.
coming from.
Yeah.
Do you think the friends that you've lost along the way, like real friends you lost, not just like our relationship is different now, not that we're in a different season now, friendships that you lost, do you think that they were really your friends to begin with, and do you think they really knew you, like your heart?
Yes, I do. And here's the thing, right? I think there's certain people in your life that are for seasons. I don't think everyone that you are friends with, they're supposed to be friends until you're 80, until you pass. I don't, and I have friends right now that I can call that I've had since middle school, high school, that we pick up the phone, no time's lost. But then I have friends right now that I would probably try to do that with, and they would be like, oh man, well you just left me high and dry, you got big, you blah 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 blah. And it's like, well, we were so close. We were as close as me and Chan and me and Nate back then, but now all of a sudden you don't.
So do you think they knew you and know you?
People are looking for you to be the same person that you were then now,
and
you evolve.
And
we
people
all
have
evolve.
to let you evolve. I think the relationships that last are relationships that understand that I am going to change. There's experiences that we had, like this tour, that might change my mind about something that was core to me before.
Yeah.
But the more that I grow, the more that I experience, I evolve in my thinking. And if you can't accept me evolving and not believing what I believed yesterday, then that's a bigger that's a problem.
Yeah.
When I sign up to be a friend to someone, I sign up to be a friend to the person that you are. And I think a lot of people, look, I feel like I have friends who sign up to be the person that I am and person that I will be. Yeah. And I think that is a commitment level thing. Like HB, if I change on you tomorrow, what is our friendship based off of? 'Cause I think people can be friends based off of careers. People can be friends based off seasonal circumstance. And I think that's something internally that we have to really assess. Like, hey, if I go up and switch up all my beliefs tomorrow, these are the friends I know that are gonna be like, no, that's Chandler, whatever it is. We here, but then these are the friends that are gonna be like, I think that's more an internal expectation thing, so that when evolution does come in whatever way, disappointment is lessened, because it's like, I know who's a friend to the future Chandler as well. Like, I have about 4 or 5 friends that I'm confident
will stick with you through the end, no matter what goes down.
Crazy that they will be like,
all right,
we here.
Yeah,
I guess we're here in the psych ward. I guess we here.
Listen, if we can go visit the people in Rikers, we can visit
Y'all
each
can come
other
visit
in
me.
the psych ward. I'm coming.
Kingdom. I'm Kingdom.
Well, I thank you for coming on the bus and talking with me.
Bus chats.
Hallelujah.
Listen,
Journey.
I think the album is gonna be good. I can't wait for you to
This
hear all
album's
of it.
gonna be great. 1-1.
Oh, it's gonna be insane.
Peace.